Hello and good morning from Idaho Falls. I am Val Robertson from Vala's Vintage and Vine, and today we're going to put together this butterfly folio. It's full of pockets and all kinds of fun stuff. We've got a flip out. Show you the flip out. Okay, so this is what we're going to be working on today. I have everything already cut out. It's been cut out, it's been shaded, it's been scored, so we should be able to whip right through this. I'm only going to take you through to where you add the pockets, most of the pockets. I'll let you figure out the rest on your own, and you can do your own thing that way. But let's see, so the pockets, and then I'm not really gonna get into adding the tags or the clip arts. Again, that's something that I think that, you know, you'll figure out on your own. You'll do it your way. So to start with, you're gonna have two pieces of the purple paper with the butterflies. One of them is going to have a tab. So what we're going to do here, and I just kind of made sure that they were facing opposite directions. So they're gonna go together like that. Got a few projects lined up here on my table. I'm gonna try to get through a few of them today so I can get some new stuff listed. Okay, and then we're just gonna line these up. And that looks really good. Okay, then once you've done that, you're gonna flip it over. I just want to make sure I've got this. I don't think it really matters which direction. We're going to go that way. Okay, then you're going to take your sides and you're going to fold them into the center like this. I'm going to do the other side. My cutting job on this wasn't the greatest last night. I'd already put the one together, so I just wasn't really too picky about my cuts on this as a tutorial. So, all right, now you're gonna take your butterflies, and they've got these flaps here, and what you're going to do is you're going to glue them down on the inside like this. Now I'm gonna pull this down to where the wing is probably just maybe 1/8 of an inch off the bottom here. Now if you'd like, I gave you an extra sheet in your kit. Once you cut these out, you can, I would just cut out, I'd leave a little bit of white on these when you cut them out, but you can actually glue it to the extra piece that I have in there, like so, and then cut it out so that you've got color on the backing. I didn't really worry about it. Now if I were going to do a 3D folio where this would not be glued down, I would definitely do that, but that's an option for you to do. Mine is not a 3D folio. I do have other 3D folios that I'm doing and I would do that with, but as you can see, when it's closed up, not too much is showing. Again, it's your choice. So we're going to put the glue on the inside of this tab. And get it about where you want it. And then just slide it down into place. And then I try to push it to where it goes right up to the seam where it was scored. Then you can add a little bit of glue. Now remember, part of your wing's going to be sticking out, so just don't go up too far. And we're just going to fold that back. Press it in place, just like that. And we're going to do the same with the other side. And you're going to make sure that you get it lined up so that the butterfly comes together. So okay, that looks pretty good. My allergies are bugging me this morning. Okay, and then I'm going to add some glue to the back here. Again, not going all the way up on that wing. Yep, that looks good. All right, so once you've got those two pieces glued in place, you're gonna get just some ribbon for your front tie. I did purple on my last one. I think I'm gonna go with the teal on this one. I'm gonna say you're probably gonna wanna cut, let me measure this. I would give it 12 inches each side, just to make sure you've got plenty. And then that ribbon you're gonna glue, I try to get it about middle of the card there, and just put a little bit of glue down. And press. Do the same on this side. All right. Now we have I need to go get my folder. I am missing a piece. So we have another purple piece that we're going to cut in half for there. But for right now, we'll go ahead and we'll move on to the center piece. And you're just going to line that up. I want to flip that. I think my roses are upside down. I'm going to grab my folder real quick so I can cut this piece. All right. So you should have another piece that's like this. And what you're going to do is we're going to cut it in half. I've got to remember which way it goes. Yep, so you're just going to fold this piece in half. And then we're going to cut that. Thought I was all prepared yesterday. I got all this set up last night so I could do this video this morning, and I wasn't as prepared as I thought I was. All right. I'm not going to bother shading that. Okay, so we're going to take this piece and it goes in the center. I always have a train wreck on one side of my, when I'm doing my glue on my cards. I tend to go out of the lines, over the edge. All right, and then just make sure that you fit that. All right, don't press the top down. Oh my goodness, I should quit while I'm ahead. These two pieces need to be glued together first because this is your flip out and you want your tab to go right in there. So I'm going to glue these two together. So you're going to glue these two together. I'm going to turn this a little bit. Sorry about that. So I don't know if you heard me. Don't press that last piece down at the top because we're going to have to squeeze this one in there. And I knew that, and I got distracted with not having all my pieces here on the table. So my apologies. There we go. And then we're going to put some glue on this tab. Guess I can't be perfect in all my videos, right? I think we all make those mistakes when we're working on projects. We get ahead of ourselves. Okay, then this piece is just gonna go, try to center it right in there like that. Perfect. Okay, so you can see what we did there. So hopefully I caught you before you glued that down. Okay, now these two little side pieces can go on. And I think I'm going to have the butterflies facing out like so. These are really quite simple folios. It's just intimidating when you print them off and you have all these pieces that you've got to cut out. I like to sit in front of the TV. That's the time that I do all my cutting. I'll sit in front of the TV and watch my favorite show, and I'll cut out the pieces for my folios, and I'll get them all shaded. Now you're going to have some hanging over the edge a little bit, but that's okay. You can trim all that off. Okay. I didn't get it quite centered when I cut it, so that's why I have so much on this side. So just, if you have any hanging over, just trim it off. Just make sure you don't cut your ribbon. And I have a little down here we're gonna get rid of. Okay, that looks really good. All right, so you see how simple that is to put together. And then you can just decide where your pockets are gonna go. Now what I wanted to do with this one was I was going to do my striped ones on the outside edges. Like that. I think these two in here. And then with this flip out, there's a couple of different things that you can do. You have a pocket like this that you could put together, which these work really good on flip outs because you have the top tab. And so let me get this really good with my little tool. But so you have the top tab that folds down. So your stuff isn't, and you can do a little Velcro dot here if you want to keep it held down, but then it's gonna hold all your tags. And those are really good to use on your flip outs. Then your stuff isn't flying all over the place. You're gonna wanna put pockets here and pockets on the back side here. So I'm gonna start with these guys. We'll get these all in place. And remember, when you're doing pockets, you're just doing 2 to 3 sides depending on the shape of your pocket. So that's all I did on that. I don't wanna put any more on there or I won't be able to get my stuff in the pocket. And put that right in the corner. over here. Come in a little bit. Now get these guys on. Now on my last piece, my last butterfly that I did, I also had put pockets on the very back of this. Let me show you. So you can see I put pockets on the back as well. That's up to you if you want to do that and which ones you want to do. It's all, you don't have to do it exactly the way I did it. The most important thing is that you get the base put together correctly. Then all the other fun stuff, you just do you. You add it, you put it where you want it, you make it your own. That's what makes these so fun. So I do think I'm gonna put this here, and then I have two of them just because I had one left over from that butterfly. And then I think I'm gonna put these pockets, actually no, you know what? We have these guys. I'm gonna set this aside. I think I'm gonna put this on the back. And I'm gonna put these guys, I'm gonna put these guys, I think I'll put one here and one on the flip out. Oh, I could probably do two. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Let's put two of these together like that. I like that. So these are a double pocket. And you're going to have these little pieces here. This actually has another center in it. For whatever reason, when I printed mine, I noticed it was missing, so I went back up and fixed it. So you're going to have, it should be correct on your purchase. Sometimes I miss little things like that when I'm designing. I'll accidentally remove something and I don't catch it. That's why I print my pieces off before I list them, so that I can catch any mistakes. I can fix anything that's not really fitting right. So everything gets printed off and I can see how it prints. So I can make some changes if I need to there too. The kind of paper that you buy in your printer will make differences in your printing. It's not, if it's not a good print, that's where the problem's going to lie. Usually it's the paper you're using, the grade of toner, your printer. So if you're not happy with your colors when they come out, look at some of that stuff. Maybe upgrade your toner to a higher level and your paper, and those will make a difference in your printing. Okay, and then this little pocket, I'm going to go ahead and I'll show you how it glues together. So just those two little tabs like that, and then just fold it up. Okay, so you see it's a fairly quick folio to put together. What takes the longest time is cutting everything out and getting it all shaded. Once you've done that, it really goes together fairly quick. All right, and I don't want to put this all the way down, because sometimes that can cause problems when you're folding them back up, when you're opening and closing them. So I try to leave a little bit of space. All right, and we're gonna put this one right beside that one. Okay. This another press. It doesn't really want to, it's not too happy about staying together. Okay, so all these pockets should be pressed in place now. And you've got the inside pockets done on this. Now let's do, I just gotta decide if I wanna do this. I'm going to put these on the back, and I'm going to go with this on this side. And I think I'm just going to put it dead center here. Well, my eyes consider dead center. Okay. All right, you can see how that all works. Then we can flip it over and we can add these to these corners here. You're going to want to go right up against that seam. Don't want to go over the seam, just go right up next to the seam. There. Okay, looks like it fits together really good. As you can see. Okay, gonna give that some time to dry. Now see what happens if you go over your seam. I got that just a little over my seam on this side, so it wants to curl when you fold it. So that's why you want to be really careful and not go over your seams. I'll just trim that off. I know that looks bad, but yours should be nice and straight. I wasn't paying attention because I was preoccupied with my flip out here. All right. And if you have something like that, you can always go in and fill it in with some color if you feel the need to, just so it doesn't stand out like a sore thumb. Okay, so once you get all your pockets in place, got everything where I want it, then you can go ahead and just start adding your tags and your cards and just, you know, personalize it. You've got some smaller tags, you've got some bigger tags, you have a whole bunch of clip art and ephemera, so you have lots of choices. There's a lot of fun, bright pieces. Butterflies, got some butterflies, you've got watering cans, you've got some flowers. So just have fun with it, do your thing, add what you want to add. With your tags, I use ribbon on some. I like fibers. I like to use some fibers too. So, you know, the choice is yours, whatever you choose to do. As you can see on this one, I used fibers. On this one, there are some ribbon pieces in here. So yeah, just do you. Have fun with it. Thank you for joining me. This is the Magic Flutters Folio tutorial. And next up, the next thing I'm going to be working on is my Happy Mail Mucha and Company cow paper clip. hidden paper clip. Thanks for joining. Have a wonderful day.